Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're talking about something that most men seriously underestimate: the little, often invisible ways you're way more attractive than you give yourself credit for. I've done a video about this before, but today we are skipping the obvious stuff and talking about the subtle signals, energy, and behaviors that women and just people in general notice, often subconsciously. The first sign is that people trust you instantly. You know that vibe when someone feels like they can open up to you sort of immediately? That is one of the clearest signs that you're attractive beyond just looks. Trustworthiness signals confidence, reliability, and social intelligence. Women, and again, people in general, are drawn to men who make them feel safe and understood. That emotional magnetism is hugely attractive and often overlooked by men. Some real life examples here could be friends confiding personal struggles, coworkers asking your opinion, or even strangers feeling comfortable approaching you. These are all subconscious cues of attraction. If people naturally confide in you or seek your advice without you even prompting them, that is a huge indicator of this magnetic presence that you probably have. Number 2, you stand out without trying. Sometimes it's a laugh, a gesture, your calm demeanor, or even the way that you carry yourself. People just notice without you doing anything. Women are wired to pick up on subtle signals that make someone memorable. Being average energy-wise is forgettable. Being yourself in a way that leaves an impression is magnetic. Some real-life examples here could be strangers remember you days later, coworkers recall a detail you mentioned in passing, or friends talk about how different you are in a good way. If people comment on the same small quirks or traits, that's a sign that your individuality is drawing attention. You'd be surprised how many things people pick up on about you that you don't even notice about yourself. A lot of the signs that you're more attractive than you think come down to subtle energy, confidence, and the little details people don't consciously point out, but definitely notice. And your grooming plays a bigger role in that impression than most guys realize, which is why I've been loving today's sponsor, the Dreamy Pocket Pro. Most traditional dryers rely on extreme heat that damage your hair over time, leaving it frizzy or dull. And on top of that, they're huge, heavy, and honestly annoying to travel with. This one is the opposite. When it's folded, it's literally the size of my phone and around the same weight, only 300 grams. It has different shapes and slips into a gym bag, backpack, or even a small carry-on without taking any space. And for anyone traveling during the holidays, this is where it gets even better. It's dual voltage, so you can use it in different countries without worrying about blowing a fuse or carrying a bulky converter. It's one of the most travel-friendly dryers I have ever used. Don't let the size fool you though. This thing is powerful. With a 110,000 RPM motor, it performs like a full-size high-speed dryer without scorching your hair. My hair feels smoother and way less frizzy. It also comes with 2 magnetic attachments that actually make styling easier. The styling nozzle lifts your roots for natural volume, and the diffuser defines curls perfectly. It also makes a great holiday gift, especially for anyone who travels, works out a lot, or just appreciates good design without the huge price tag. After trying some of the more expensive options, this one genuinely makes more sense. It's smaller, easier to use, and way more convenient. They're running their Christmas sale right now, so use my link and code below for the best price with an extra discount. Thanks again to Dreamy for sponsoring today's video. Sign number 3 is you make people smile or laugh without a ton of effort. Humor and positive energy aren't just a nice to have, they're incredibly attractive traits. If people relax and smile when you enter a room, that's an unconscious signal of your appeal. Women and people in general are drawn to men who make them feel good around them. It's not about trying too hard, it's just about this sort of effortless charm. Maybe you tell a casual story or joke and people genuinely brighten up. You lighten the mood naturally and people notice, even if they don't verbalize it to you. So observe the vibe of the room when you're present. If energy lifts, that is subtle proof of your attractiveness. Sign number 4, women seek your input. Women notice men who have opinions, insights, or guidance, but in a calm, grounded way. If women ask for your advice, it can be more than just respect. It could be attraction. It shows you project authority and stability without being overbearing. This is rooted in confidence and competence, which we know are incredibly attractive traits. Things like being asked for your thoughts on decisions, recommendations, or even personal dilemmas, similar to point number 1 in my video. Even small casual questions indicate that you're seen as someone who sort of has it together. If people are coming to you for advice, they clearly value your opinion and want to hear what you have to think. So notice repeated requests for guidance. They're subtle signs that women appreciate your presence and perspective. If they didn't, they probably wouldn't be asking you. Sign number 5, People go out of their way around you. These aren't grand gestures. They're often small, subconscious ways that people accommodate or prioritize you. Preferential treatment signals that people value your presence. Women pick up on this energy subconsciously because it shows that you carry social value. Some real life examples here could be holding doors, letting you cut in line, saving a spot in a group, or offering to help without being asked. These are all small but telling signs. So notice these patterns of extra consideration because it's often a subconscious indicator of appeal. Number 6, you don't chase, people approach you. Attraction doesn't always look like someone chasing you. It often looks like people creating openings for interaction with you. Women are drawn to men who are confident and self-assured. They often respond by positioning themselves to interact rather than making overt moves because they sense your presence and value. This could look like women initiating conversations, smiling more when you're around, or sitting near you in a group without being prompted. These subtle behaviors are signs that they see you as someone worth engaging with. So notice patterns where people come to you instead of the other way around. That is a key indicator of social magnetism. Sign number 7, people react to your energy before your words. Sometimes attraction isn't verbal, it's purely energy-based. People may mirror your gestures, adjust their posture, or subtly align with your pace unconsciously. Nonverbal cues like mirroring indicate comfort, admiration, and connection. Some real-life examples here could be people naturally leaning in when you talk, mimicking your gestures, or matching your speaking rhythm. These are unconscious ways that people respond positively to your presence. So pay attention to body language in groups or social settings. Mirroring and alignment are powerful, often overlooked signs of subtle attraction. So if several of these signs happen to you regularly, you're probably way more attractive than you realize. There is so much more to attraction than just looks. It involves trust, energy, influence, presence. I think a lot of men don't understand that it goes beyond just the surface, especially when it comes to women being attracted to men. So take a moment to notice how people respond to you. They're giving signals you might not even be aware of. I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments on which of these signs surprised you the most. Have any of these happened to you? Is there anything maybe that has happened to you that I missed on this list? Would love to hear from you guys down below per usual. So guys, that is all I have for this one. If you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, also be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.